The Cosby Show ran for 8 unforgettable seasons and changed American television forever. But what happened to the cast once the cameras stopped? Let's find out. Number 1, we have Bill Cosby as Dr. Heathcliff Cliff Huxtable. He was 47 when the show first premiered in 1984. The charming, joke-cracking obstetrician who became the gold standard for television fathers, delivering laughs while quietly teaching life lessons every single week. Today, Cosby is 88 years old. Off-screen, he has been married to Camille Hanks since 1964, and together they raised 5 children, though the family endured the heartbreaking losses of son Ennis and daughter Ensa. Beginning in 2014, more than 60 women came forward with allegations of sexual assault spanning several decades. He was convicted in 2018 and sentenced to prison. But the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned that conviction in 2021 on due process grounds. A civil jury later found him liable in a separate case in 2022. Number 2, we have Phylicia Rashad as Clare Huxtable. She was 36 when cameras first rolled, stepping into the role of a sharp, brilliant attorney and mother of 5 who would go on to become one of the most iconic women in television history. Now, 77, Rashad earned a Tony Award for A Raisin in the Sun in 2004, cementing her place among America's finest performers. Her personal life has seen 3 marriages, to dentist William Bowles, Village People lead singer Victor Willis, and NFL sportscaster Ahmad Rashad, who famously proposed to her live on television before they eventually divorced in 2001. In 2021, on her public support of Bill Cosby following his overturned conviction drew significant backlash, leading to calls for her resignation as dean at Howard University. She later issued a public apology. Number 3, we have Malcolm Jamal Warner as Theo Huxtable. At just 14 when the series began, he played the lovable, sometimes mischievous teenage son who struggled in school but always somehow found his footing. He is now 55 years old. Warner has stayed consistently active on screen since, with notable roles in The Resident and American Crime Story. But it is his personal life that carries the most emotion. He dated co-star Michelle Thomas for 6 years and stayed faithfully by her side until her passing from cancer in 1998. A later high-profile relationship with actress Regina King also drew public attention. He quietly married a woman named Tanisha in 2017, keeping both her identity and their daughter's life firmly out of the spotlight. In July 2025, a false death hoax claiming he had drowned in Costa Rica spread rapidly online. Number 4, we have Lisa Bonet as Denise Huxtable. She was just 16 when she first stepped in front of the cameras, the free-spirited, fashion-forward second daughter who always marched to the beat of her own drum and made it look effortless. Life beyond the set took her in fascinating directions, and she is now 58. She first married rock icon Lenny Kravitz on her 20th birthday, and together they shared daughter Zoe Kravitz, now a celebrated actress in her own right. She later connected with Jason Momoa, eventually marrying him in 2017 and welcoming 2 children together. The couple announced their separation in 2022, with their divorce finalized in 2024. Her professional relationship with the show was also complicated. A bold 1987 film role reportedly created serious behind-the-scenes tension that ultimately led to her departure from the franchise. Number 5, we have Jeffrey Owens as Elvin Tibideaux. Born in 1961, he was 24 when production began, playing Sondra's husband, whose journey from outdated attitudes toward a more enlightened partnership gave the show some of its sharpest and most memorable moments. He is 64 today. In the years that followed, Owens worked steadily in theater and television. Then, in 2018, a single moment changed everything. Photos surfaced of him working as a cashier at a Trader Joe's in New Jersey and went viral, initially drawing ridicule online. And the response quickly flipped into overwhelming support from fans and celebrities alike, shining a light on the financial realities facing working actors. Tyler Perry personally reached out with job offers. Off-screen, Owens has been married to Josette Huber since 1995, and the couple has 1 son together. Number 6, we have Tempest Bledsoe as Vanessa Huxtable. She was 11 years old when the show first introduced Vanessa to the world, the overlooked middle child always searching for her place, whose relatable storylines resonated deeply with audiences throughout the entire run of the series. Bledsoe is 52 now, and her life post-show has been refreshingly drama-free. She moved into television hosting and later appeared on Dancing with the Stars. What really stands out, though, is her love life. She has been with actor Daryl M., Tibideaux since 1993, a bond that first formed while working together on the Cosby spin-off A Different World. Despite more than 32 years of commitment, the couple has never married, and both openly say they prefer it exactly that way. In a world full of Hollywood headlines, their quiet devotion is genuinely rare. Number 7, we have Carl Anthony Payne II as Walter Cockroach Bradley. Payne was 17 when Cockroach first appeared on screen. Theo's fast-talking best friend, whose effortless humor and iconic high-top fade turned him into a fan favorite almost immediately. He's 56 today. After the show, he landed the beloved recurring role of Cole Brown on the hit sitcom Martin, keeping him a household name well into the 90s. The backstory fans never forgot. However, Payne was reportedly fired from The Cosby Show in 1988 after refusing a personal request to cut his hair. The exit was sudden and public. On the personal side, he married Melika Williams in 1992. In 2014, she filed for divorce, but the couple chose to reconcile. And as of 2026, they remain together and are raising 4 children. Number 8, we have Sabrina LaBeouf as Sondra Huxtable. Already 26 when she joined the cast, she stepped into the role of the overachieving eldest Huxtable daughter, a Princeton graduate and the family's quiet moral compass across the full run of the series. She has since reached 67. When the cameras stopped rolling, LaBeouf made a bold and deliberate choice to step away from Hollywood, reinventing herself through interior design and classical theater. She has since performed with the prestigious Shakespeare Theatre Company, earning genuine respect far outside the entertainment spotlight. Personally, she was married to Michael Reynolds from 1989 to 1996 and has kept her romantic life firmly private ever since. One fascinating behind-the-scenes detail, she was only 10 years younger than Phylicia Rashad, the actress who played her on-screen mother. Number 9, we have Dionne Richmond as Kenny, better known to fans as Bud. Just 8 years old when he first stepped onto the Huxtable set in 1986, Kenny was Theo's endlessly loyal best friend, whose warm presence and easy comedic timing made him a consistent crowd pleaser throughout the show's entire run. Richmond is 47 today. Since the show wrapped, he has worked steadily in film and television, with appearances in Scream 2 and various television projects. But his real-life story carries far more weight. Richmond has battled and survived both colon cancer and male breast cancer, diagnoses that arrived in the early 2000s and permanently reshaped his outlook on life. He now actively uses his platform to encourage early cancer detection and awareness. He is also the proud father of twin daughters, Lilac and Leone, born in 2009. Number 10, we have Raven-Symoné as Olivia Kendall. She was only 3 years old when cameras first captured her on set in 1989. The pint-sized stepdaughter who immediately stole every scene she walked into and charmed audiences with a confidence that felt years beyond her age. Those tiny moments launched one of the most recognizable careers of her generation, and Raven is now 40. After the show, she became a Disney Channel superstar with That's So Raven, a recording artist, and eventually a co-host on The View, a role that brought its fair share of controversy, particularly around comments about racial identity and naming discrimination. She also faced renewed online debate after publicly defending the ability to separate Bill Cosby's creative work from the serious allegations against him. On a personal note, she married Miranda Pierman-Madej in a private ceremony in June 2020, and the couple hosts a podcast together. Number 11, we have Earl Hyman as Russell Huxtable. He was 58 years old when he first brought Russell to life on screen. Cliff's wise, dignified father, whose quiet authority and warm presence made every episode he appeared in feel just a little bit richer. A titan of classical theater, Hyman was deeply respected for his mastery of Shakespeare and Ibsen, and spent significant portions of his life performing and living in Norway, where he was celebrated as a stage legend in his own right. Hyman passed away on November 17, 2017, at the age of 91. Off-screen, he shared a devoted 50-year bond with his partner, Rolf Sørnes, a Norwegian seaman he had first met in the 1960s, a relationship he nurtured quietly and privately for decades, far from Hollywood's spotlight. His legacy remains one of remarkable artistry and dignified grace. Number 12, we have Erika Alexander as Pam Tucker. Joining the cast at just 21 in 1990, she played Cliff's street-smart, outspoken younger cousin who moved into the Huxtable home during the show's final seasons and injected bold new energy into the family dynamic. She is now 56. And the years since have seen her grow into one of the entertainment world's most quietly powerful voices. Alexander co-founded Color Farm Media, a production company dedicated to amplifying diverse stories, and served as a producer on the acclaimed documentary John Lewis, Good Trouble. She has become equally known for her political activism as for her work on screen. On the personal front, she was married to screenwriter and director Tony Puryear from 1997 to 2017, and following their divorce after 2 decades of marriage, she has channeled her energy firmly into creative and advocacy work. Number 13. We have Kesha Knight-Pulliam as Rudy Huxtable, the youngest child of the Huxtable family and the one who captured the most hearts across all 8 seasons. Why, she was barely 5 years old when those cameras first rolled, playing the scene-stealing youngest daughter whose wide-eyed personality and natural charm made her an instant favorite with audiences worldwide. At 46, the chapters since have held far more than anyone expected. A 2016 marriage to former NFL player Ed Hartwell collapsed fast. He filed for divorce while she was pregnant with their daughter, Ella Grace, and a very public custody dispute followed. She later found steadier ground with actor Brad James, marrying in 2021 and welcoming a son in April 2023. Her 2017 decision to personally escort Bill Cosby into the courthouse on the opening day of his trial drew enormous public reaction. She described it as standing by a formative figure in her life, while making absolutely clear she did not condone or dismiss the serious gravity of the proceedings. Number 14, we have Joseph C. Phillips as Lieutenant Martin Kendall. He was 27 years old when he joined the cast in 1989, playing Denise's steady, level-headed military husband who brought structure and calm to the Huxtable household during the show's later seasons. Now 64, it is his written words that have arguably left the deepest mark. In 2015, he published a widely shared blog post titled, "Of Course Bill Cosby is Guilty," detailing industry whispers he had heard for years and explaining why he had come to believe the accusations against his former co-star. It made him one of the very few cast members to speak out so directly and publicly on the matter. On the personal side, he and Nicole Phillips married in 1994, raised 3 sons together, and parted ways in 2018 after 23 years of marriage. Number 15, we have Clarice Taylor as Anna Huxtable. She was already 67 years old during her very first season on screen, playing Cliff's warm, gracious mother, whose dignified presence made every appearance feel like a visit from the wisest woman in any room. A true pioneer of American theater, Taylor was a founding member of the Negro Ensemble Company and built a legendary stage career long before television ever called her name. Clarice Taylor passed away on May 30th, 2011, at the age of 83. She was married to Claude Taylor until his passing and raised 2 sons with deep devotion. One fascinating behind-the-scenes detail worth knowing: Taylor was actually 10 years younger than Earl Hyman, the actor who played her husband on screen. Her legacy as a trailblazer for Black actresses on stage and screen remains as powerful today as it ever was. This cast gave us some of the most iconic moments in television history, and their real lives have proven to be just as unforgettable. Remember when movie posters weren't just advertisements, they were moments. I've put together a curated collection of over 1,000 legendary 70s, 80s, and 90s movie posters. It's perfect for collectors, nostalgia lovers, and anyone who grew up during the golden era of film. You can grab it right now using the link in the description.